Hello everyone, how's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's resume our play of Wizardry, Proving Grounds of the Mad Overlord, shall we? So, if you recall, at the end of the stream, we had a full party wipe, and I made a new party to kind of go reclaim the bodies of my team on the 8th floor of the dungeon. Well, in order to be strong enough, I leveled up the party that we made on stream by grinding Murphy's Ghost. So I was just chilling, watching some NFL football, college football, just relaxing on my Steam Deck and just grinding away at Murphy's Ghost. So I got everyone to the right level. Which is similar to the level that we were before. Now, I thought to myself I could just keep grinding Murphy's Ghost, which I might have to do. But here are a few things that I have done. Number one, I came back to the 8th floor of the dungeon so I could come up these steps to the 7th floor and try to find the Red Dragon. I hear from everybody that the Red Dragon is an amazing enemy to fight for loot. So I can get some good gear for my characters. But it's on the 7th floor, and it's hard to get to using the console maps, because you can only get there by kind of getting to an hard-to-access place on the 7th floor. So that requires going to the 8th floor, I'm pretty sure. And what I did was I came back to the 8th floor, and then I cast Doom Epic, and even though our party died, it recalled all of our progress, getting lost up in this upper left corner and just all around. So we actually have a good bit of the 8th floor mapped. And what I have to figure out is, okay, here's the elevator. How do I get to these other sections? So I'm going to go here, and I believe maybe at some point one of these teleports you, but because I have a bishop, I have more castings of Doomapic. So we're going to try to continue exploring this floor, maybe try to find a nice, easy path to get to the staircase so we can go fight the dragon and just continue grinding that to see if we can get some nice drops for our characters. I did get a shield +2, which I gave to our thief, which is great. And additionally, what I noticed was at the beginning of the game, when you're playing on the remastered version, you could simply copy your save file to another file. And I did that with this party before I came back in to go to the 8th floor. So I have a backup save in case we have another full party wipe. Now, everybody's mileage may vary on a tactic like that, but my thought was it took me hours to get this backup party to this level, and I just don't have it in me to grind again if I wipe. So I wanted some kind of insurance policy that I wouldn't have to do it again, because it's not like it was difficult, it was just boring, but I was able to kind of just do it while doing something else. Anyway, so that I just want to introduce that. That measure has been taken, and that is there, and it's available if you're playing the remaster. It's very useful. So, I am down here somewhere in this kind of southeast square of the map, and it's pretty self-contained. You can't get to the center, which is where I'm trying to get, unless maybe I get over here. So let's see if we can do that. We did get some nice hit point rolls, as you can see, finally. And our front line is reasonable. The thief has terrible hit points, but hit a spike recently to get decent. And I would like to explain some more of my thought process here with putting the thief in the front row. It is true that the cleric or the priest can get better armor class, and even perhaps be a better fighter than the thief until the thief gets some better weapons. But my thinking is, if I put the thief in the back row, even though it's an upgrade defensively and offensively in some ways to put the priest up there, the thief does nothing. It does absolutely nothing. And then every time I want to cast a spell with my priest, I am losing a front row attack for that round. So in order to make our priest have some function, or our thief have a function, and to be able to cast spells whenever I want with the priest, I've kind of gone with this lineup. Alright, so we are... okay, so it's easy to tell now based on the minimap where I am. And I'm going to go down here. And I will just show you where I am on the map. One moment. Okay, so we're down here at this doorway. And I'm going to go into these rooms because they're not fully mapped in, and I don't understand why. Is it because there was the teleporter here? Not sure. Alright, we surprised him, so can't do anything on the surprise round. I did not have the cast spells on surprise enabled, and that's just so that I don't get wiped. Take it back. Let's see. Do I want to cast any spells against these priests? Not here, but I probably want to cast some spells. Just sling some, medium kind of AoE spells here. So they're just casting Beguile and hitting everybody, which is annoying, but you know what you're going to do. A lot of the time what I feel about this is it's easier for me to, well, that was terrible. Sometimes heal up a little bit than to just use all of my spells. But we stink. Alright, fine. I'm going to have to use some spells. These guys are tough. They are... I'm not able to get multiple hits on them. So I'm just kind of feeling out what I should do. Alright, there we go. Now, Old Gods, the Bishop, should be leveling up at some point. But the bishops are really, really slow to level. Alright, so I'm going to inspect it here. Okay. Now, the nice thing about having a bishop... and this was good advice that was given about having a bishop. Not necessarily that having a bishop would have saved us from the full party wipe before, but just practically having a bishop is nice in the party because you can identify gear while you're out and about. The spells that the bishop gets are super slow, so like I barely have any third level mage spells and no third level priest spells, but it's still nice to have extra castings of just Doom Epic, for example, but it's a long road to level up the bishop. However, we did get this piece of gear right here, right? And we can go here and just figure out who has this item. Oh, I ended up buying copper gloves for the people in the front, just as a little bit more. These robes are probably garbage, but whatever. Man, just keep finding these, like, weapons -1. I don't have any good weapons with my group at all. I'll tell you what, I'm playing a lot of dungeon crawlers at the moment, and some crawlers will pivot with Q and E and strafe with A and D, and then others are reversed. And so sometimes you'll see me like I'm trying to strafe and then I'll pivot, or I'm trying to pivot and then I strafe. Anyway. Alright, so there's 2 doors in front of me. Now I'm going to pivot and just look at the map. So I am right here, actually. Now you'll notice I don't have Lomilwa cast, and that is because there's a lot of disruption on this floor with smoke. You know, I'm trying to recall how I did this. Currently, it appears as if coming down the elevator puts you into this section which you cannot get out of. And that the only way to get here would either be to come down the steps, but I haven't found the down... trying to figure this out. Either there's a teleporter or there's a secret door that I'm missing. So let's go ahead and just cast Lomilwa and just look around. I might have to go back up to the top and just refresh my spells and everything, and that's fine. Who cares? Better than being dead. So I'm going to be like... No. Oh, no! God, I was just trying to... I hope nobody turns evil. I did not mean to fight this guy. Even if I run, it could happen. I was pushing spacebar just to go, like I was going to go through the door. I did it too quickly. I didn't mean to fight this guy. In my experience, even if you run, you get the hit to your morality. So... if anybody went evil, well, we'll find out. I believe someone told me a trick for how to get around that, which is pretty... we might have to do. I'm not losing anyone from this group. I'm just not. Okay, no secret doors there. Here's a secret door. Okay, so now... actually, let's just look right here. Oh, thank God, everybody's still good. Okay. Except for the thief who has to be neutral. Anyway, I'm gonna cast... Doom Epic. And this is where I needed to be. Oh, you know what? Never mind. No, I lied. I don't think that... I was like, I've done it! Nah, I didn't really do anything. But we might still find something. We'll see. Okay. So I'm going to cast Lomilwa again and see if I can find it. Okay, I didn't mean to cast it twice. There we go. This looks a little frightening. Okay, so what we have to do right here is... I don't know their hit points. So I could try to drop suffocation on this back group. We killed some of them. Okay. So one of the main issues with the thief is that he does not get inherently multiple attacks per round, which the fighters appear to when they level up. So here is the secret door that... No, this isn't it. I think this is just a dead end. Oh, no. This has teleported me. Alright, where are we now? Okay, perfect. So we're at the staircase to go up. So this is how you do it. Oh, wait. Okay, yes. Or, yeah, here's the staircase. Okay. So we're going to go up. This is how we get into the interior portion of floor 7, or at least the part of floor 7. We're here. I believe that we go through here. We're going to need to find the right secret doors. This is the tile. There's smoke on each side, and there should be a dragon right there. That's what we're going for. Okay, so I went through here, came through a secret door. How did I get out to the outside, though? There's got to be some kind of teleporter. So these wrap around, which is fine, but something has to teleport me into one of these sections. Like, I can't recall how I did this in the past. I might have to watch my stream to see how I did it. Because I remember mapping this out. If you use the staircase normally, you come into this middle section, which only empties into the outside. And then if you use the elevator, you only empty into this outside of the diamond. Now we're in the inside of the diamond, but I actually need to get myself to one of these corners on the side, so we'll see how that is going to work. So, for example, there is a secret door here. Let me just... This is where my spells are going to go away, as I try to figure this out. Okay, so I am here, and there is a secret door staring me in the face down here. Okay. Okay. That was bad. He lived just long enough to pull off that garbage. Oh, we got a helm. That could be interesting. It is just a helm. Oh my god, right. I forgot about this. Oh boy. Oh no! Oh god, this game. I thought I would see the clear indication of the pit. Okay, so I have to immediately leave. The issue, I thought the tile was safe, so I was like, okay, I'll heal up. I should have healed up before. The issue is that it was brought out to me in a way that's hilarious. You actually don't, or when you cast the resurrect spell that you get, your person permanently loses a vitality point. So we're going to go ahead and try the deadly air. And I'll at least put fire right there. Okay, great. That worked out. Now, it didn't work out for our thief, but... I love, by the way, the fact that our thief couldn't avoid 2 pit traps. The thief has 18 agility, 18 luck, and is a halfling. Like, that should be the only thing that a thief can do, is avoid traps, and this sorry sack is dead. All right. Okay, so I couldn't kill any of them. So they were the previous party was of a level that we were able to kill the guys with the instant kill. Not this time. Alright, so instead... Oh, dear God. We hardly kill anything. Okay. All right, then. I'll block their spell casting. That'll do it. It didn't actually work. Okay, so here's what we gotta do. I need to cast Mahdi right here. And then we're going to cast Great Cure right there. It's not really good enough. Oh, dear God. Alright, I'm going to Mahdi you. And then I'm going to Mahdi right here. Okay. And then we'll Great Cure again here. Much better. Okay. Okay. So, here's the deal. What's curious, though, is now we are in this section. But I need to figure out, what did I do to teleport myself here from over here? How did that happen? Alright, I'm going to cast Doom Epic. So now I have moved myself by going into this interior room. I am now here. Now this is bad because I do not see a way out from this. So what I have to do is kind of go pray that if I go back in here, there will be something else. Now, this is what got me before. Okay, so I'm going to do something. I don't want to die again. I'm going to bring back my thief. And I'm going to then give my thief this spell. My thief had an 18 vitality. And now it's 17. So at the next time we level up, I can just put the point back. But I feel like this will improve my chances of not having a party wipe here. So we're going to change position like so. Okay. Now, let's see. How are we going to get out of here? There was a sound. What was that noise? Oh, this is where my party is. This is where the people are. So, we can actually, we can add to the party the dead people. Now, the advantage of doing this would be that some of them are already about to level up, right? So we have some people who we could level up with. The disadvantage is these people, I can return to town, which is interesting. I don't know what that means. I don't think they're going to let me teleport out. I think this is like assuming I pick up dead people and I could drop off some of my people. But if they're just going to let me return to town with nothing, that would be interesting. Like, what does this do? Would you like to leave your party in the maze and return to town? No, I wouldn't. I'm going to stay in the maze. So what I can do is... I need to look this up, because is it like I can pick up the dead... I can take people out of my party. I have to replace the people with the dead people and take their bodies back. No. Let me see about this. Anyway, that's where we are. Now, I don't suspect that this secret door is going to do much for us. It's just going to take us back into this insanity. Yeah, there's nothing here. It's tragic. Alright, so I actually have to do something here. These guys are a little bit tough. That's fine. I have plenty of third level spells. There's part of me, I want my party back so I can at least get their gear. Like, I had some nice items. Even if it was, like, +1 stuff. Okay. So they're telling me that they're present within this space. I thought they were present within the other space. Maybe they're just saying I'm close enough to where I can get them. Well, I gotta tell you what. We very well could be stuck. And I'm, like, here, basically. And I'm gonna need to figure out how do I get out of here? How, if I'm here, do I even get back into this section? That's definitely gonna be something I want to find out. And we'll get into that next time. Everyone, I want to say thank you so much for watching. I hope you're still enjoying this game like I am. Take care.